For my final project, I will be doing a short form social media video series called Science Myths in 60 Seconds, which will be accessible for multiple social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts. But the goal of this project is to correct common science and health myths in a way that's accurate but engaging and really made for these social media platforms to hopefully engage younger people to receive correct science information. My project overview is that it is a 4-part video series, and each video will start with a common myth and explain where the misunderstanding or like what the misunderstanding is, and then giving correct science by using sources and experts, and then also giving a simple takeaway at the end. But yeah, it's going to focus on science and health myths. And then each video is about 1.5 minutes long. So about 30 seconds for an intro and an outro, but 1 minute of science information. I really also am stressing using simple language, visuals, and quick examples to help make the video more engaging and understandable for those who don't necessarily have much of a scientific background. And again, these are really just designed for social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Why this project matters? This project matters because many people receive science and health information from social media, and oftentimes there's misinformation, which can just make it feel like it's common knowledge. If people, see the same claim, they begin to believe it, even if it's not supported by science. Oftentimes too, we see viral posts making false claims. We also see misinformation and how it can affect people's real daily and life health choices, and also with their belief choices. And oftentimes too, we see short videos can spread both myths and corrections very quickly. My target audience for this project is teenagers, college students, young adults, and basically anyone who regularly obtains information from social media platforms, because a lot of people that fall into this category are more likely to encounter health and science claims through short form videos, and my goal is to meet the audience where they already are. For course connections, this will focus a lot on misinformation, which we learned is the false information that is spread, regardless of whether the person spreading the information's intentions were to mislead. But in health and science communication, again, it's just really important because it can definitely impact the choices that people make. And the myths in my project are not all dangerous in the same way, but they can certainly show how misinformation can really oversimplify science into common knowledge. With that, also, I am using the illusionary truth effect, which is the idea that people are more likely to believe something when they hear it repeatedly. So I'm really hitting hard on these phrases like cracking your knuckles can cause arthritis, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, because we've heard them so much that it started to feel true, and we've heard them from people that we trust in our daily lives, like parents, friends, mentors, teachers. But really the goal is that viewers will not only learn the answer to certain myths, but also learn to question similar claims and really start thinking about, who is the source and where is this evidence coming from? And that is with the continued influence effect. And then also my project will use the idea of inoculation. So that's the strategy where people are exposed to weakened versions of misleading claims and then given the correct explanation that helps them resist similar misinformation in the future. So again, kind of just drawing them back to asking questions outside of viewing my videos, just of like, where's the source? Is this backed by evidence? Is this claim just too simple? So really just getting more context in that regard. This project is also going to use science and health literacy. Science literacy is being able to engage with science-related issues and evaluate scientific claims, whereas health literacy means being able to access and understand and use this health information to help you make decisions in your personal health life. So because of all of this, I really have stressed using simple wording and everyday examples to make it relatable. And lastly, we have emotional appeals, tying on the emotions of fear and hope to really help them feel like they are getting correct information and better understanding. So my first example is this video that goes over the myth that turkey makes you sleepy.
Lunchtime, and are you thinking about having a turkey sandwich, but you're worried it's going to make you sleepy? Welcome back to Science Myths in 60 Seconds, where we break down common health and science myths that spread online. Today's myth, turkey makes you sleepy because it has tryptophan. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid that helps your body create serotonin, which can make one feel happy, and melatonin, which can make one feel sleepy. So that part is true. But here's where the myth gets misleading. Darren Scott, PhD and food scientist at Oklahoma State University, explains that turkey's reputation for being high in tryptophan is overrated. Tryptophan is found in many foods, including dairy products, nuts, and tofu. Dr. Scott also explains that turkey does not have higher levels of tryptophan than other common meats. So if turkey alone made us sleepy, we would feel the same way after eating other proteins like chicken, cheese, or nuts. What is more likely to make people tired is the whole meal. Large holiday meals and lunches are heavy, high carbohydrates, and in large portions. Your body then utilizes that energy to digest all the food, which can make you feel tired. So your small turkey sandwich is probably not the problem. And the takeaway today is turkey does not automatically make you sleepy. And according to research we discussed, that turkey coma is more likely about the size and heaviness of the meal, not just the turkey. Science myths spread fast, but good science always needs a little context. Check out the link below for more information, and we'll see you next time on Science Myths in 60 Seconds. Lunchtime.
So my other examples for this project is cracking your knuckles, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and the concept that the moon is disappearing. They're going to be in the exact same format as the video that you just watched, but I just haven't completed the editing process for those yet, so they are not ready. The creative format is to start with relatable openings and then hitting with the series titles, Science Myths in 60 Seconds, statement of the myth that we're going to discuss, a short explanation of the science, expert credit, so pulling in sources, experts who speak on the topic, and whether that's through dialogue or just linking the information in the video caption, and then ending with a clear takeaway. Strengths and limitations. Some strengths of my project is using TikTok and Reels because it's a familiar format to help reach a younger audience, making science myths easier to understand through relatable examples and simple language, using expert and sources credibility to establish trust with the viewers, and giving viewers a clear correction and takeaway. Limitations of this project is that it's only 60 seconds, so it really limits the details that I can include. So some science topics definitely need more context than just 60 seconds. Viewers may still trust influencers more than correction. We discussed this in class, like sometimes no matter how hard you try, they're still just going to believe what they originally saw. And lastly, not everyone's going to read the caption or view the source link. So what will be in my final report? It will be explaining the purpose, describing my target audience, connecting the project to key terms learned throughout the semester, including sample scripts and explaining the format of the videos, and reflecting on my project's strengths and limitations. My final takeaway for this project, again, is just to really reiterate simple, understanding, quick videos to help debunk misinformation and simple phrasing that we use every day, whether in conversation or we see on social media.